Good morning, ladies. I see ya. I see ya. What's up? Come on. Fussing at me. You still mad because you can't get on the porch? That's what I did yesterday. Was I fixed the porch so that they couldn't get on it anymore. Like Goat Mountain for them. And then today on the agenda is also to... Come on, Trudy. Come on, Trudy. Yep, that's your spot. There you go. Also on the agenda today is to rake out the goat pen and put new hay down for them. My little helper is not with me today, so we're gonna... I know, I'm gonna have to put this down to get some things done. So I'm gonna put you guys on a stand maybe, and then we're gonna do our thing. Yes, Miss Butters. Miss Butters. Hi, Miss Butters. I've got to get that cleaned up. Alright, I don't know how to do this with my phone, but we're gonna try and see if turning it sideways might work for a little bit. You guys won't be able to hear me, but I'm gonna milk the goat and then we'll be back. real quick, and then we'll come back out, and I'm gonna try and get this up. We're going to hand this off to the child, who has been doing the processing, and then I'm going to bring the and let the little child process the milk. Try and get in before the goats, because Trudy is pretty adamant about her status as a lap goat. She still thinks she's a lap goat. So we're going to take this inside, clean that up, and then I'm going to break out the hay in the pen, put new bedding down, and we'll take a little tour of the garden this morning before I show you guys what we're doing today. Because today I am going to try and put up trellises for the tomatoes. I've had anybody that lives with chronic pain or autoimmune disorders really understand the concept of good days and bad days. I have had several really bad days recently, so we haven't been putting out a whole lot, but I still managed to try and do, I guess I'm not handing it off to the girl child, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. We've been trying to do a little bit every day, because if a body in motion stays in motion. At least that's my thoughts on it. And as someone with a autoimmune disease that can sap your strength and your willpower, I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I need to get my jars out. As someone that lives with an autoimmune disorder, it can sap your strength. It can take everything out of you. But there's still things that need to be done. There's still things that need to be cleaned. Life doesn't stop when you're having a bad day. Sometimes you just do the best you can to get through, put out the fire that is the biggest, put out do the things that require the most attention, because those are the things that will bite you later if you don't get them done. Alright, so aside from my phone just completely dying on me, I'm having like SIM issues, so we'll try and get through this as quick as we can. We're gonna go over what the plan is for right now. The lovely people at Amazon finally figured out where the boluses went, and those came in today. So we have the copper bolus, because if you look closely, you'll see little Miss Trudy here is getting fishtailed, and so is Butters. So once we you're silly, Trudy. Once we get everything cleaned up, we're gonna do I've been watching Butters because she's on the milk stand every day. I've been watching Trudy, and hers were getting a little needing to be done. So we're gonna do a little goatee maintenance today. We're gonna give them the copper boluses, and I'm gonna do some hoof trimming on Trudy and try and clean up some of Butters. She came to us a hot mess, and we're still trying to work those down to a manageable level so she's more comfortable. But today's plan, my lovely assistant minions here are going to help me with this mess. And yes, Tony found a pear in the pear tree. That's awesome. Alright, what we're going to do today is we're going to rake up all of this mess, get the chairs out of there finally, because our goats are spoiled rotten and they prefer to sit in the chairs. But anyway, we're gonna rake all this out for the garden or for the compost. We're going to pull the chairs, and we're gonna set up a pallet with a cover on it with some hay so they can be off the ground, because it does get a little muddy in there. We've found when it's really raining, they like to be up off the ground, and who wouldn't? I mean, who wants to lay in a mess? So we're gonna clean that up. We're gonna put the pallet in there with some hay on it. We're gonna do some hoof trimming. We're gonna do some copper bolusing, and once we get done with the goatee stuff in the backyard, the kids and I, you are such a hoot, Trudy. You're such a hoot. Once we get done with that in the back, we'll probably, in a separate video, we're going to set up, my goodness, she's such a hoot. We're going to set up, we're going to cut wire for the trellises in the front, type the tomatoes, because they're looking a little sad. And since it's the hottest part of the day, we're going to do the majority of our work back here in the shade for the first part of the afternoon, and then later on in the evening we'll probably work in the front yard of the garden. But for right now, I'm going to take the cord for my phone, and we're going to put you guys over here so you can see what we're doing. You probably won't hear us, but I'll get back to what I was saying in the kitchen earlier here in a little bit when we take a break. For right now, we just really need to get this going, since the boluses were supposed to be here last week, and I was really concerned about making sure that the goats had, she is very good, isn't she? She's kind of silly, isn't she? Alright, I don't know if that's a good, if I can ever get this thing to work right. I am completely inept when it comes to technology, so you'll have to forgive that part. So we're going to get to work, and we'll stop in and take some say hi, and then Trinity might pick up and film a little bit, but right now we're just going to get on it. Don't bang the pears on the porch. Go get the camera and turn it around.
It is.
There you go. Look at all these worms. There's 1, 2. Several of them went off that way. There were like 8 worms in that pile. Hold on, one. There's another one. There's one. There's one. Look how fat these guys are. Oh, that's some good dirt.
That's a good fishing worm.
That'll make some good compost.
Actually, that's a really good fishing worm.
Those are huge.
Those are some pretty good
big old
bait.
night crawlers.
It's been a while.
That's some good bait.
We might have to change the plan for today and just go fishing.
Ah!
Get out of there.
One
Look
right
how
on my
big that is. That is massive.
crawling on my leg.
I've never seen a worm that big. All right. Step back. I'm going to rake it up and then we'll see if
They're
we
eating
more
good.
of them.
Hello.
Trudy, get out of there. She's standing on it. Poor guy. All right, hold on. Back up.
You go
back
in the
up
tomatoes, sir.
Look. See, they're just coming out of the wood roaster.
Unless Dad's
That's dry, but over here where it was wet.
moist is a very weird word. I don't want to say it again.
Hey, Tony, give me that. Give me the fork.
The pitchfork.
Thank you.
I want to touch
over
you.
here.
No,
Wiggly
probably not.
Get all these
Look at him.
really good
Look at this
compost.
one.
Look at that. Look how big they are. They're just massive.
Look at him. He's like gigantic.
Trinity.
Mommy, look at
Gertrude.
I know, look at him. He's huge.
Snake
I love
boy.
kids that get excited about worms.
Snake boy. He's a snake
I thought they
boy.
were snakes. When I turned it over, I was like freaking out.
Hey Mom, remember that time a snake in their living room and you like had a conniption?
Oh yeah, I don't do snakes.
He's not moving.
You don't do snakes? There was a tarantula. They're like some sort of giant.
Now he's moving. He's on the move.
Is he on the move?
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Let's go put those up in the garden. They'd be a lot
There was
happier up
a-
there. Look at how many of them there are, though. Look.
There was a tarantula. Ah, that one's in
Okay.
half. I don't want
Oh, well, Trudy stepped on him. Here.
Hello.
Hello.
He's buried.
Butterscotch has joined the party.
Goodness, that's a lot of work.
Nobody got okay.
I got 2 worms.
Trudy jumped. Look how
Butterscotch has
fast
joined the
that
party.
guy is. Holy
Let's
cow.
try to grab him.
Look how big he is.
Hey Mom.
My goodness.
Remember that one time you like
Thanks,
screamed
Dad.
bloody murder when we were going fishing with the snake,
Right.
and then Cameron took a shovel and just stabbed it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't do snakes.
Look
at
at
me.
that.
Oh my goodness, look at what
No.
Tony's got. Like
Move
a
it,
handful.
move it. It's a roly poly.
It's a roly poly. Okay,
go?
just turned into a nature program, I guess.
Where did you go?
There's one right here.
Let's get the rest of the pen cleaned up, please.
I rather.
I don't know where he
You
went.
rather do worms?
I don't know where he went.
Move, Trudy. Goodness gracious.
Attack.
On the move.
On the.
I'll put them up there with the
I
cucumbers
accidentally
and
rotated the camera.
and the squash. You did what?
It's gonna fall.
So the wormy adventures are good. Tony went to get a shovel because that's really good dirt, and we can use some of it in the strawberry patch out front. So we're gonna get a shovel and put all that good stuff in the swimming pool, the little baby pool that we're gonna use for the strawberry patch. So we're gonna finish raking this out and get a shovel, and then looks like I might have to make a Tractor Supply run or something. So. Yeah, we gotta go to Chores. But we may have to go get some more hay before this is all over with. But trying to do anything with a goat as a helper, so not working. But we're gonna finish up what we started. We're gonna carry this up front, and you can get the gate for me. Let's sit it over here. We'll dump it in the wagon. Oh, you all right? All right, dump it. Whew. And it is hot, hot, hot up here. Tony, are you still helping or no? You just we've lost Tony to the worms, so.
Where did you put them?
Do that.
Which one?
We're going to. This is going to be compost for now, so we can
The compost.
get this dumped
I mean, they're just
Dumped it
so
out.
Fascinating. They're fascinating creatures.
They are fascinating
You know what?
creatures. Thank you, Tony. So, yesterday we put up, Trinity and I put up T-posts to do trellises with. And so we got 3 on this side and 1 over there. We'll have to, there's wire over there by the trailer. We'll have to cut up and put, become like, I've fully embraced my zip tie queen status. So we're going to use the zip ties with the welded wire fencing instead of the cattle panels that we wanted to use, just because we already had the wire and we haven't figured out how to get the cattle panels to the house yet because they're long and I can't do it by myself. So we're going to do a quick impromptu garden tour because there's so much that you guys haven't seen yet that's already doing really, really good. So we have watermelon, and this cantaloupe has decided that it's going to take over everything. So we have cantaloupe, and all these flowers here are cantaloupe. I'm so excited about all these flowers. Yes, that's the blueberry. You're going to put a worm in the blueberries? Okay. This is these are the cherry tomatoes, and look how big they're getting. And several of them, like this little guy, he's just working his patootie off. Look how many of those, are there. There's so many of them that have like fruits all over, like this little guy too. Check that out. That'll be some good tomatoes. Oh, he climbed out onto the sidewalk, so that's probably not a good idea for him. Oh, there's another one. We have one of my midnight snacker tomatoes is already warming up, and then he threw off another one right here. So I need to come out and prune these guys and get them sewed up. Put them in my tomato. Put them, but don't leave them on top, dude. Dig them down in there so they get moisture and they're nice and moist and wet and comfy in there. Okay. And Jess and I I want to say it was Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, I think. Saturday we put in all of the soaker hoses so that we could just set the timer and forget it, you know, on the days, because it got really, after raining constantly for so long, it got really dry. And then look how good the plumerias are doing. I'm so excited about these. This is my first year having them actually doing really well. These are petunias. Those are hot peppers. Jess didn't have any jalapenos in the garden, so we got him some jalapenos. And then we found this culinary lavender. And if you don't know what a plumeria is, it's the Hawaiian lay plant, and they're doing really, really good. They also found me a pineapple plant. I don't know about that. These are the little pickling cucumbers, and I say little, but the plant is massive. The zucchini has taken off. All of the radishes are doing so good. We probably got, well, according to planting and harvest times, we've got like 6 days we're going to be covered up in radishes. And so these are the butternut squash, and they're doing really well. All the carrots and the beets seem to be coming up. We've got a couple of the peppers have showed up so far, but not, I want to say of the of the 20 or so seeds that we put in there, I've got 2 plants come up. So that's not great odds, but it may have been because they got completely soaking wet and didn't have any sun. And then after that, it was like drought conditions and I couldn't stay on top of the watering. But we finally got stuff coming up in the spinach and lettuce. The herbs are doing really, really well. I mean, I've had to top my basil a couple of times just to get, just so it doesn't, I had to top it because it was starting to bolt. And we'll come around here to the big tomatoes. I'm so excited about these. We finally got the stakes up, me and Trinity, yesterday, so I really need to get these some more support because look how big the fruits are getting. So I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Because the sun is like blaring off my screen, but there are a ton of, I mean, look at this guy. That is just huge. And then there's another big one there. Several fruits on these. So the goal for today is to take that fencing and get them supported. There's something going on with the cucumbers. These are the big straight 8s, the slicing cucumbers. So hopefully today or tomorrow we'll be able to get the supports up for those. And the big old squash plants, these are doing so good. I'm so excited. Yesterday I got a big old squash. Today it looks like we may have a few more to pick, but they're really, really doing well, and I'm excited about those. In addition to those doing really well, we've got some little peppers showing up, and flowers and peppers. And oh my goodness, look at the okra, how good it's doing. Isn't that just a beautiful flower? I love, love, love okra. Love okra, but check this big boy out. Check that. That is a big old, I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Big old okra right there. And some beautiful blooms. I mean, if you don't like okra, try it a different way. There's 1,000 ways to do okra. We love it. Dia's pickled. My pickle queen over here. The pickle queen. We love pickled okra. We love fried okra. We can cut it up, put it in gumbos. It is just so versatile. Okra is really, I mean, if you can't get past the mycelium, the mucus, try and cook it a different way. I mean, I'll eat them fresh out of the garden, but I love vegetables. So Tony, we might have to hide it in some batter and make it a little less healthy. The grapevines are doing really good. The grapevines are doing really good. Those are the red grapes. These are the blueberries. My cup is back there on the table. Could you bring it up? Go ahead. The blueberries have lots and lots of new growth on them. Like, these are all new. And these are all new. Like, I'm so excited about the blueberry plants. Are doing really good. This is, you saw a blue butterfly? Well, that's why we have all these flowers. Speaking of flowers, this is the flaming calla lily. It's one of my very favorites, and I'm still getting blooms off of those. But I love the variegated leaves. Are so pretty. So pretty. Those are pretty. Anyway, and then these are the gladiolas. The grapes are still doing really well. The little bit of dry, it slowed them down on getting plump and juicy, but they're getting back to it. And those look really, really good. And they're starting to get really good size too. You can't beat that. They're still a little tart, but the kids have been helping me water them. And we got lots of work to do today. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go take a trip to town and get some more hay because, hey, look at that. And our experimental strawberries are, I don't know if you can see that. I can't see the screen very well, but there you go. This little guy right here is a strawberry seedling, and I'm so excited. The other experiments didn't go so well. Like, the beans dried out really fast. I probably shouldn't have put them in the sun, maybe. I don't know. But, you know, you try new things. You either make it or you don't. But everything else is doing really, really well. I've got bedding plants going for Grandma, and there's all kinds of pretty flowers in that, but they're upstairs so they don't get like sun burned before they can sprout. But that little pineapple is too cute. My plumerias, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see what they do. This one, these two in these pots, that one there and this one here, I've had those. They've been overwintering and sleeping. I seriously completely thought they were dead and I was brokenhearted. This guy here with one leaf left, he was on the Lowe's table of death, but he's not squishy. So I still have hope that he'll come back and do really well. Now that he's got some loving, I'm hoping that those do really well. So I will leave you with that and this beautiful purple tomato. I'm so excited to try that. And we'll catch you later on in the afternoon once we've done our town errands. See you next time.